Alright guys, welcome back. Whoa, what the hell? Come on, stupid analog. Jesus. Tiger Woods, 2010. We'll do Paula Creamer, match play. Hopefully it'll go smoothly. Maybe I'll see if there's like a super cheap, or not, I guess a super cheap, but one that's not as used, like a PS2 controller.
Another difficult par 4 which demands accuracy off the tee due to a set of fairway bumpers.
Well,
Welcome to the tee, our next golfer.
I don't know. Because I saw some blue. After this game, because it's the last Tiger Woods game on the PS2. Whoops. Keep forgetting about that. Yeah, it's the last golf game I have on the PlayStation. To play, anyway. And... oh wow. That was pulled massively left, I guess. But the spin helped us out. I still have... possibly 9 more PS2 games I plan on playing. That putter is massive.
For birdie. It's in the hole.
That is the biggest putter I think I've ever seen. And one of them is a driving game. It's called Stuntman. All the others I don't think would matter too much. But I guess we'll see once we get there, and then I'll decide if I want to see about getting one, because again, it'll be... that's one of my... oh god. Why did it go so far left? I didn't see any blue. God dang it, man. Maybe there was blue. I don't know. That was a great shot.
He's fortunate to have such a good lie here.
Did you see anything there? That one was right.
Struck that well.
Although I didn't pay attention to the wind. Oh, I thought it was going to be me. She made a birdie. Great putt with that massive putter. Ah, we lose the hole. What is it? But yeah, Stuntman. It's really the only game I've actually completed that I have to play after this on the PlayStation. I haven't completed Area 51, although I loved what I played probably 90% of it. I just didn't finish it. I played a lot of Jaws Unleashed. That's just kind of like another fun shark game to play. That's why I want to play that one. See, way right. And how is that? How was that so short? What was the wind? Oh, the wind was 9 miles an hour. I don't know why I'm not checking the wind. Like, I just forgot about it.
This to save par.
And Predator Concrete Jungle. We don't need to see that 1 foot putt. Never finished that. Actually, I barely even played it, but it's one of the few Predator games they have. You know, they have
The green is
Alien, the two Alien vs Predator that are only on the PC. God dang it! I really hate that. They have another Alien vs Predator that's a little newer. I actually really liked it, but it wasn't a big hit. Again, way right. I've got to be in the yellow, I guess, and just not noticing it. But after that, that Alien vs Predator game where you play as all
It's the
three.
short grass. It's in the rough.
The only other Predator game was the multiplayer Predator Hunting Grounds, and it was cool. But because I'm not a big multiplayer guy. Are you kidding me?
Defies the law of gravity.
Yeah, it actually does. It was moving so slow, there's no way it lips out 4 feet up the hill. So yeah, it did defy the law of gravity. But because I'm not a big multiplayer guy, I kind of I played it a few times and yeah, that was it.
This could be trouble.
Should get a good swing on this ball.
And then the Jaws game, I
Hit
just
more than 210. left to
remember
go.
having fun with it, but not actually completing it. Not bad.
The ball's in good shape for being in the rough.
Then all the Silent Hill games, although 2 and 3 were kind of like not remastered, but I guess
That's in the rough.
HD on the 360, so I can play that on the Xbox One. But all the other ones I gotta play on the PlayStation.
Ow, that's got her.
But there's also 2.
This one's breaking to the right, I would guess.
Really, you guess?
Nothing wrong with par there. Don't overthink it. It's just a straight putt.
Was it Homecoming? See, that one's on Steam, and I actually have it because it was really cheap one day on a sale, but the controls don't work. Like, I think it's like half the controls just don't work. So can't really play that one on my PC.
Hit this one right on the back.
I'd have to get that from my brother to play it. Then they have Downpour. I don't know if that's only on the PlayStation 3 or if that's on the 360 as well.
Still a long way to the pin, Kelly. More than 240 yards, I'd say.
Whoa.
This could find the shaggy stuff. He's in the deep stuff now.
Keep doing it. I just keep doing it, don't I? I don't really want to chip that. 85%. It flew 100. She seemed happy with that. Oh,
When you almost mishit your putter, Kelly, it's not good.
is that what happened? Or are you lying?
Drops it for birdie.
Because I feel like he's a liar.
The tee shot here must be positioned.
Now what else do I have? Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, the only Fallout game that was ever on the PS2 and Xbox. I have it on PS2. The only reason I even want to play it, or I'm gonna play it, is because I want to play every Fallout game on the channel, and I have 76. I have some of Shelter, that's a mobile game, so I really don't even count it. That's actually... I think that's the only mobile game I have ever played. Yeah, I think so.
Not stopping the back-to-back. No, we're going back-to-back-to-back birdies.
There's no other.
And then I have the first Fallout on there. I can't wait to get to Fallout 2, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to with what's coming out. And the fact that playing... Oh my... Playing 2 to 3 different games at one time when you have a full-time job, and I play golf in real life as a pretty big hobby, is pretty hard to do. Like, look how long it took me to beat, because I was playing Tiger Woods.
This would be
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Can you handle it?
I think so. And Weird West. Now, yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda took me 77 hours to finish, and I did 97% of the game. But I mean, it took me quite a while. Alright, what's next? Tiger Woods Shootout at East Lake. That's why I'm kind of excited to get into some shorter games.
It's the first day of this.
Please welcome to the tee
Our next competitor. So, Destroy Humans 2 is out August 30th. The remake, I guess you will. And the first one that was remade, I loved it, but I got so frustrated with the final boss that I didn't finish it. So I'm gonna go back and try to finish off that final boss. Whether that means I have to redo the game, or I can just go back and replay some areas and then go back to the final boss so I can get used to the controls again. Either way, I'm going to do one of those, because it's a short enough game that I feel comfortable doing that.
This is a slippery putt, Kelly.
I honestly didn't think it was going to stop.
Looking for par. He drops it in for par.
And then I had to stop myself from getting the collector's edition of the second one, because I got it for the first. But that second one was ridiculous. is $400. I was like, I think I'm good. It came with a, it was over 2 foot tall statue of crypto. Whoops, didn't need that. Needed straight left. But it also came with some other goodies. CD of the soundtrack, a little, I think it was a bobblehead thing. Hardcover art book. And some other stuff, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I was like, I'll just get the base game. Oh, come on, wind.
This looks good.
98% power, uphill, wind in your face. And it goes more than 100. Alright. That really didn't break much.
This for par. He rolls in the par putt.
This hole typically...
yards to the hole here.
This putt for birdie. That's in the cup.
Another reason though I'm gonna do that is because I feel really stupid of playing the first one and then also playing the second, but technically I didn't even finish the first. And it's that short of a game, you know?
Time to get out the putter. It's heading for the green.
This for another birdie.
Like if you take out how long it takes to beat the final 2 bosses, because they're the only really hard parts of the game. Defeating the flying saucer, or it's defeating like the robot thing, and then defeating the lady at the end. Take those, you know, take it and put it at it's just a couple of tries and not 50. You can probably complete the game in less than 10 hours. And if you 80.
He's hit this one right
Okay.
at the flag.
And if you think about how long,
A birdie here. If it goes in.
I usually sit down in one video of Mass Effect is 2 hours. I like to do at least 2 videos a day on my days off. So that's
The shortest
12
par
hours
four
of it a weekend. And if you think about that, it's like, huh. I could beat Destroy Humans in just the weekend. If I had to restart it, you know. I feel like that
This
was
is some
BS.
Serious cabbage.
What a hole. Okay. Definitely have to punch it. What? It's a tee
Not
box.
going to be able to advance it much from this lie, if at all. Not a
Whatever.
smart play there.
Yeah, I think it's found the bunker.
If you imagine the worst lie that you could have in a bunker, this would be it.
Oh, yeah?
Well played there.
Not
How
an
is
easy roll
the
there.
tee box for the next hole out of bounds?
The big hit.
Oh, I know. They didn't design you to be able to hit from there, so it's just automatically OB. Gotcha.
Definitely a solid hit there. This is between 240 and 250
Oh yeah, and I
yards to the
looked
flag.
up HB Studios because we saw their tournament in this game.
Great shot there.
And I was like, that's weird. And the first golf game they ever did was Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2010.
Whoa, look where that went in
They didn't
the
do any other Tiger Woods games.
That
And
was
then
the
after that, their next golf game was the golf club. 5 or 6 years later. So that was very interesting.
The start of the backside.
I wonder if they did just the PS2 version, or did they do the PS2 and the next gen versions?
Kelly looks to be downwind. Ball should carry farther here.
Whoops.
Gonna be in the rough here. Not a great effort.
How
Found the tall grass.
did it possibly... I guess the wind. Ooh, how'd that knock...
This game is truly brutal sometimes.
How'd that not hit the hole?
And that's for par.
Depending on the wind,
Flag in that approach.
Nicely played for birdie.
I like to say East Lake is tough even in this game, but really, we should be at least 7 under right now, which is what the lead is without that triple, because that tee box should never have been out of bounds. %.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here. Drops for birdie.
number 3.
And this one is heading for the green.
We're cooking up a little birdie turkey.
Into the darkness.
Oh. She says birdie turkey because it's like bowling. 3 strikes is a turkey.
Old Oaks.
Well, I just got that. I was wondering, I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, this is heading for the green.
I know a turkey is a bird, but why are you saying turkey?
No!
I honestly think I
Whip out.
just pulled it because I pulled the analog way left for some reason.
Gets his par.
Oh well. Hold on one sec.
With a good drive, players...
This shot's uphill. Probably gonna need a little bit more club.
Oh, this is a par 5. I doubt I'll need more club. They've been going incredibly far for no reason. Yeah, see? Way uphill.
A chance for eagle.
And it goes further than 100%.
Might want to trade your spikes for ice skates. We're talking slick here.
Oh, it wasn't that fast. Oh my god.
Struggled with that putt.
I can barely see the lines. The green is so bright. What are we? 1 back with 3 to play. We need 2 birdies. And it's possible they can get to 8.
This picture...
Wind kinda helping. We'll put it over there.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, this is heading right for the green. Played it safe
How
on that
was
shot.
that only
Hit the green.
85? I barely hit it less than 100. Doesn't matter because we made it.
Two bunkers.
If this ball finds the dance floor in regulation on this hole, it will break the greens in regulation record.
It will. Might even do it on the first. Oh, no, it's not.
That was a miss. It's on the bunker.
I didn't go 100, or I didn't try to go like over 100 and like 10. So I was like, oh, I don't need that much to get on this green. Apparently I did. Jesus. Never mind, I didn't get...
He's got a tricky downhiller here.
These percentages, man, they don't make any sense. Doesn't matter when you make it. Alright, Montgomery can birdie to tie us. But if we get a birdie here, we have guaranteed
Green in regulation on this hole,
a win.
and it would set a record.
This hole is stupid hard in the golf club. Or PGA Tour 2K21.
This could be trouble.
I mean, it is stupidly hard. Because of that pin position. Well, it looks like we're going into a playoff.
For par.
Unless they bogey.
8 under par for the championship.
Oh, made the cut. Did we win? Oh, that Montgomery. Wait. Oh, we were 8 under. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what cut we made, but whatever. Skipping that. Ian Poulter. Stroke play. Well, let's do it, I guess.
Hug the trees on the left side with your tee shot and make sure...
Ladies and gentlemen, our next
I hate this
competitor
hole.
is on the tee.
I always want to cut
Hit
everything,
this
but
one
you
dead on the
can't.
screws.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Itchen, England, please welcome to the tee, Ian Poulter.
I think you're laying up, so we'll just skip it.
170 yards from here.
The wind was helping, so I didn't give it too much power, but
We shouldn't have any trouble with them around here.
I love the lip out and having it go 10 foot.
A par putt here.
What lip out goes that far? I chipped and it hit the pin in the tournament and came out, but it only went a foot.
Aim just.
Almost got it on the cart path.
This shot should play longer. It is into the fan.
Not that long.
Could be trouble from here.
Alright, Poulter. You gonna chip it in? Huh? Nope.
That was a great approach.
I honestly thought he was.
This putt for birdie. That was for birdie. This putt for par.
This final part.
12-mile-an-hour, man, that wind is... I didn't even need that much power. Nope, I did. Almost. Damn, he's going with driver.
That was the right club. Fantastic approach.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here.
Oh. It really seemed like it was gonna break.
For par. He rolls in the par putt.
Ian Poulter for par.
Should be happy with par there.
In the 1995.
I love just taking off like 3 or 4 clubs and then just guessing how much power I'm gonna need to get it there. Well, this man's like, he used an 8-iron.
Done on this hole.
Give me my 3 wood.
Not sure what happened there.
They'll go the same distance.
This game
I knew it was too hard, but I figured it would be in the middle.
blew a
There's
good
no way
opportunity
hitting
there.
it that hard it should
Definitely
have
no gimme, but it's makeable.
broke as much as it did,
That's his par.
especially since there was almost no break in it.
A bogey attempt here. It's in the hole. For bogey.
This short par.
Oh yeah, it's short par 5. I was like, short par 4, huh? My specialty. That's what I'm talking about. I wanted to skip that animation and go to this.
This could make things interesting.
It's uphill to the green from here.
It sure is. That's too much, probably. No, it's just a little bit to the right. The wind never brought
To
it
the
back
rough, and
in.
It could be trouble.
That makes no sense. It was 10 miles an hour.
Nice little birdie putt there. Putting now for birdie.
2 birdies. Ian moves it back to level par. Well, if he can finish level, he'll be the best one we've played against so far. Monty's so far the best at 1 over.
Gonna have to be smart with this next shot.
I don't need to be smart, just lucky. Ooh. Oh no!
I can't believe that shot. Well played. This needs to start out to the left at least a little bit. This putt for par.
Weird, I mean, he got his par. He's so far really good at recovering.
He drops it in for par.
A good opportunity for a birdie.
Poulter from the fairway bunker. He hits a pretty good shot. Hit it really low. 92.
I'm not kidding when I say this has a chance.
Poulter just off the green. He looks like he's gonna chip this. I would have never, but he did make the chip.
A birdie here, if it goes in. Drops it for birdie.
I would never chip from an inch off the green. I'm sorry. No, let me rephrase that. Being as close as he was, I
This
would have
short
never chipped it. He was only like 10 to 12 feet away. I know this is the game, and they chip no matter what from off the green. I'm just saying in real life.
approach there inside. I'm not sure how it's lying.
For birdie.
I swear, I do keep doing that on accident.
And it's good.
A strong tee shot to the left.
Still a little bit of work to be done from this distance. This is on a really good line.
For birdie.
It didn't go in. That was a good putt.
Going for a third birdie in a row here.
Should be a makeable putt after this one.
A par putt here. Nicely done for par.
Sorry guys, I am sneezing like crazy for some reason. Alright, next level up we'll be finishing off luck and starting with chipping. The Tour Championship. We will go ahead and do that in... Oh, should I do it in this video? We got that one. Might skip Luke Donald. Then we have that. I tell you what. Oh no, that's the one we need to do. Okay. So I don't care about this major champions thing. We'll do Vijay Singh, Jim Furyk, and this. In the next one. So we'll end it here, do that in the next one. This will be a whole video probably. And then that'll probably be the last video. Because these three will probably be a whole one after this. I think that's what we're going to do. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see ya. Bye.